Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does. And you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
And off we go from Denver. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
Is it okay if I give him a few props right here? Do you mind?
I think he's earned it. Go ahead.
Okay, how about a guy who was a 2-time walk-on, who later became a 2-time Big 12 Player of the Year, has the most touchdown passes in Big 12 history with 129, a Heisman Trophy into his credit, and took his team to the college football playoff semifinal twice while at Oklahoma.
Chubb, he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing.
Odell Beckham Jr., the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 77 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsay. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. A A shotgun snap for Hill. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. Hill. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hill. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 35 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Second drive coming up. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Odell Beckham Jr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. pushing tacklers aside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Hill, and this is incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team? Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He's got his tight end fan, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Hill throwing once more. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's Lindsey.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, here's Hill. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Beckham to take over again. And these highlights here showcasing the solid game he's had.
Well, someone woke up and felt good about themselves there, didn't they? I have to feel that he came into this one with the idea that, yeah, I can do this. Whether it's preparation, reading the film, whatever it was, it's paying off in a big way as we watch this one unfold.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards already. The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get it.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Browns have moved out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Play action. It's Hill. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They're going for it. It's Hill. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Following the penalty, Chubb. Space to run past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 35 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Hill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hill, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Hill, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He's going to use his legs here. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing on 3rd down. Hill. This is the tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On 2nd and 9, Hill, he's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Operating from the gun, Hill. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Down to the 25. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Hill, and he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now a carry for Lindsey, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's been in a pretty good groove. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
It really helps your play calling because now you're in a position where you're confident in either one, either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on third down for the Browns. 43 yards.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
Mayfield finding Beckham and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Hill. Open man. Here is Hamilton. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Broncos on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That third down conversion good for 23. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off of play action. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their ways so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. To try again after the sack. Mayfield, that's out to Chubb, complete. 20! And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this is going to be incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's down. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. He'll try to generate some more steam on offense down on the scoreboard second quarter. Not necessarily his fault, but he's always a guy they want to get extra involved.
Keep finding ways for him to get the football. Keep force feeding him in that way. Get to the half. Kind of reboot, start over again to try and erase the other things that have them down on the scoreboard.
They'll be looking for a little more juice here in the second quarter before they do hit that halftime locker room. A pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. To throw is Hill. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. They'll run here with Lindsey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah,
they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
First down, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That gain on third down, good for 28. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half. And
I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Broncos onto the field, start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there. They may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. We've got 2 more after this one, and then we get it all started, as we normally do, on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Franklin, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
2nd and 11 now. First throw now for the backup lock. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, lock. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Albert Okuebunam was the target there. And now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. This is caught inside the 15. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Franklin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Well, you were just alluding to it. They had the lead. Don't try anything silly. Run the ball, but they opted to throw it incomplete.
And now the punt, as a result, is really compressed, isn't it? So the mechanics have to be perfect. Snap, and he's got to get rid of it fast.
And he's able to get it out of there.
Oh, we got plenty of fun, baby.
Loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. On play action, Kaiser. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well. I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
No.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Locke.
That's complete, Okuebuna.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls.
I'm sure this isn't a novel. One shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd down now. It's Franklin. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He'll let this fly deep for Quinn. It's caught inside the 25.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Broncos cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Coup for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Kaiser. And that will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll keep it on the ground. Franklin stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Kaiser. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Michael O.J. Mudia
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Kaiser. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Franklin. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Locke now on first down. Making the catch, it's Winfrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
DeShone Kizer making his way out to the huddle. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw again on second down. Kizer. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. From the shotgun, it's Kizer. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
Open man is Winfrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game. All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? High throw, but he makes the catch.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They look to throw. It's Locke to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Franklin, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, Locke. That's caught, and he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
To throw again on 2nd down. Kaiser. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Play fake, Kaiser. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Off the play fake, Kaiser. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. On for the point after, Corey Vedvik.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And with that last play, he's now up. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. That's Mason. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Kaiser, and the throw there going to be incomplete. And that went off the mark, a little late with the throw. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Okay, break. 50's the ball. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On 2nd and 9. Locke. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. Locke to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Coup now for the point after.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So now the Browns down by 4, and time a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10.
Kaiser.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And it's 2nd down.
He's back to throw. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. And he fires one incomplete.
He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there.
But it's going to be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Franklin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Very short kick. This will be now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis.